Hi, I'm Tina McCrae, Senior Director of Field Development.
And I'm Tracy Schutz, Executive National Vice President and Independent Consultant.
And Mindy Preddy, Executive National Vice President and Independent Consultant.
Well, we are all so happy to be with you today. We are in Mindy's home. Thank you for inviting us here in Southern California, enjoying a beautiful day and a beautiful conversation. And the reason we're here is we're going to talk to Tracy and Mindy about the 30 Days to Healthy Living and exactly how they present that, the success they've had with it, how they incorporate all lines into the 30 Days to Healthy Living as well, because that's a very important piece of it. So before we get started, Tracy, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about how you got started into the 30 Days for Healthy Living.
Right, of course. Yes, I tried the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan right when it came out, and I had such great results that I started sharing it with people, and that's where Mindy came in.
I think I was one of the first people that came to her house to try the shake and try the fizz, and I absolutely fell in love with how I felt. I had a little bit of extra baby weight to lose, and this definitely helped with that, and I couldn't help but sharing it with everybody I knew.
How do you approach someone new to start that Arbonne conversation?
So this can look a little different depending on whether it's somebody I know or whether it's a complete stranger. But when I'm out and about, I have my fizz with me, I have my protein shakes with me, I have samples with me, and I will share samples with people that I don't know, that are complete strangers, and then I can follow up with them.
So you just randomly approach somebody, start a conversation, bring Arbonne into it and say, here, I've got something for you to try. Do you capture at that point their cell phone number, or how do you make that connection, that follow-up connection?
One of the easy ways would be to Facebook friend them if you don't know them, because that's a great way to follow up. Sometimes I'll ask for a phone number or email. And as long as I can get a hold of them, I know that my sample was worthwhile, because follow-up is definitely the key.
Yes.
And yes, it could be a total stranger in the grocery store line. It could be somebody asking me what's in my pink drink.
Nice.
Yes, so I make it really my goal to share with many people as possible.
Excellent. Well, that's obvious in your business, that's for sure. So Tracy, how do you turn that conversation, that initial conversation, into that person becoming a new client or a new PC?
Well, a lot of times for me, I mean, as a busy person, mom, wife, I'm running around town all day long to soccer practice, to baseball, to the gym, to family barbecues and whatnot. So I'm always meeting new people and able to bring Arbonne into the conversation by just asking them questions to figure out why they might have a need for Arbonne, whether that's the products, the nutrition, skincare, cosmetics, whatever it might be. You want to text them, maybe book a one-on-one. You could even send one of our great videos to tell them a little bit more about what you were talking about.
Excellent.
So I think follow-up is key.
Yep. I think that's clear. That follow-up, and then just showing them what Arbonne has, right? And like you say, if you've asked questions and you know where they may need a little help, you can solve for that, and that's perfect. Good. Okay, well, Mindy, what products do you recommend a PC or a client when they first come into the business? How do you get them started? What's that initial order look like?
So the initial order is usually a preferred client special value pack, which is great because that gets them everything they need for that 30 days to be successful. Then they get their free product, which could be something completely different to introduce them to another product line.
Oh, I think now that's key, isn't it? Because you've got them kind of on that nutrition track, which is great. But our skincare is a very important part of our business and having that balance. Okay, so when you follow up, Tracy, with a PC or a consultant, that first follow-up, once you've gotten them started, what is it that you say to them?
Well, we want to make sure they get started off right.
Yes,
so
for sure.
Especially if they're doing the Healthy Living program, we want to make sure that they're using the products correctly. So we do that right away. We tell them maybe what a sample day would look like while doing the 30 Days to Healthy Living. We go through step by step, teach them how to make their shakes, how to make their fizz, and all the other products.
Great.
And just make sure they get started off on the right foot. So I think you pretty much have to follow up a couple times a week while you're doing the 30 Days to Healthy Living program.
Just like a little check-in, how are you feeling, you know, what, do you have any questions, that type of thing?
You want to make sure they're on track, because if they've gone a whole month using the products and they weren't using them correctly, they're not going to see the right results.
Oh, that's a really good point. So you think a couple of times a week is probably key. And I know you've created a tracker and a whole guide on how to use the tracker, and you've made that available to us that we'll be posting with this video so people can kind of get that mindset on that follow-up. Is just, again, a real important piece of this, isn't it?
Right, exactly. And especially when you're coaching a lot of people at once through the 30 days, it's very helpful to have a checklist. I know for me, just to be able to mark off someone and, okay, did I follow up with them this week yet? Have I given them any good recipes? You know, I just want to make sure that I'm keeping on track with them. It's an easy way to create clients that will continue to reorder.
That's right. That's right. You absolutely want that. Mindy, what is the system then after that initial follow-up that you follow?
So we're continuing to every 1 or 2 times a week to follow up with them to make sure they're reaching their goals, to make sure that they've been successful, to make sure that they're happy. Our goal is to not only have them be completely successful on the plan, but to also find out who in their network might need a clean eating program. So friends, family, spouse, we get lots of referrals, which is just amazing. Then our other goal would be to find out if they would like to join us in this, because those people who are successful in loving the program are going to be the next people who are going to join your team.
Now, when they get to the point where they need to reorder, if you're talking of a typical PC or client, by that time, by the reorder time, have they joined your business, or are they typically just reordering as a PC or as a client?
So that just depends. The great thing about the nutrition line is that the majority of our clients do reorder. So some of them are ordering the whole kit again because they're going to continue the program for longer, and some are just ordering their favorite parts of the kit, whether it be the fizz or whether it be the protein. But the great thing is almost everybody reorders. So now people do join our team also, and it's usually about 2 people in every 10 is what we're finding. And so those people then, hopefully within those first 30 days, the consultant has done their job to let their client know there's more to Arbonne than just these products. So sometime within the 30 days we do share the business, and it could be on week 1 or it could be on week 3. And at that point, there's things we can invite them to share the business, or even just take them out for tea and share the business.
Okay, perfect. And then Tracy, as far as then bringing the preferred client, say, who is now coming to the business and is part of your business. Mindy says there's different events. I know you guys do a lot of things collaboratively, don't you, as well as with Sidelines in the area. So give us an example of what those events look like.
Well, for someone that's just starting their business, we like to have them start off doing 2 launch parties right away. That gets them very familiar with how to talk about the products, how to enter orders, how to share with their friends and family, and hopefully gets them getting closer to district manager right away, which would be our end goal.
So that's your goal, is to get them to district as quickly as you can,
Yeah, and through our Discover Arbonne events or Healthy Happy Hours, which are what we like to call...
Happy Hour, I love it. Yeah, that's
it's like
great.
what we like to call our events, just because it's fun. And you want to have fun at your events.
So how do you give that new business builder the vision of what Arbonne is and where Arbonne can take them in their life?
Well, we have so much success that we can plug them into and teach them the way. We can do a getting started training. We can invite them to our Discover Arbonnes. We can, like Tracy said, do a business launch for them so they can learn from a presentation, and then we can show them how to get preferred clients, how to get business builders, and how to grow their team from there.
We're following up with them on a regular basis, so we're building relationships with them, and that's really the key, where you're building a relationship so you can, you know, we call it dripping information about the business, dripping information about, hey, you've already had some great success. Do you have any friends or family that you think would also enjoy this program? Once they've started referring some people, they kind of think, well, what if I do this? You know, I'm already doing this. I could also be a consultant and earn an income.
Yes, and I think they probably see how simple it is. And I think that's maybe part of the attraction, is that because you are very pinpointed in the system that you use, they can replicate that. Let me ask you this, Tracy. From a social media perspective, how do you incorporate social media into your program?
Well, we set up 30 days Facebook groups for all of our clients. We always have some group to plug someone into, so it creates urgency in our business to get people into those groups. And then we kind of use the team concept for coaching, as far as we're all able to share recipes and shopping lists and health and wellness tips through that group.
Oh, that's really great. So you're creating a real community. When and how do you introduce our other product lines?
Okay, so towards the end of their 30-day to healthy living challenge, we introduced the RE9 skincare. So we can do that through sharing a sample pack. We can do that through sharing a whole kit if they're local, and that way they know that we have other amazing products and every single preferred client should be trying them.
Okay, so you continue on that sampling. Obviously, sampling is very big in your business. Would that be right?
Yes.
So not only when you first get them started, but you're getting them to fall in love with our other product lines by offering samples and getting them to try and really experiencing that beauty from the inside out.
And also making sure they understand their discount, because it's a great price too.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's all education too. You know, we're teaching about how to be healthy from the inside out. So they're like, now that I'm taking care of the inside, what am I putting on my skin? Beautiful. So it's the kind of that education that we have to work through.
Right. Do you ever find that your business builders after the second don't know where to go and what to do next? How do you get them past that second and into their next presentation?
Well, we're always encouraging them along the way. Even if people don't come to their events, they need to follow up with those people. So they're inviting a lot, so they have a lot of people to their events. So from there, if someone doesn't come, then they can still follow up with them, do a one-on-one, ask them to host an event, and continue to show them the next steps. So we really lock arms with them and hold their hand.
And just kind of have them follow what you have been doing. Would that be right? And then they just get into the group. I'm sure they carry samples around as well. You teach and train on that.
Yeah, we really do stress the importance of sharing with 30 to 40 faces a month. And I love that people can do that, whatever personality they have and how they choose. One-on-one, meeting people for lunch or tea, having an event. There's so many different ways to share the product, and as long as they're sharing it enough, they're going to be successful with their business.
So the 30 to 40 faces a month, you stick to that and then give them the tools and the wherewithal, and off they go.
Right.
How do you encourage consultants to sponsor? Let's start with you, Tracy.
Well, that's one of the first things we talk about, because that's really our idea to help them build and leverage their time. We could be doing all the work ourselves, but you're not going to grow a business unless you start sponsoring. So as soon as they get started, we want to ask them, who else do you know that would like to do this with you? And try to get 2 people started at once. Locking arms together helps us as well train 2 people for the price of one. That helps get them a running partner right away. So they're locking arms with someone else. That creates staying power.
That very much, doesn't it? And I think it will probably be that you work your new district managers that same way. Is that true?
And I think one of the important things is asking them what their goal is. Because when you find out what your new consultant or your new district manager's goal is, you can help them be successful at their pace. And I just love that.
You, in your success line, have a remarkable rate of retention with your district managers. So can you tell us a little bit about the secret to success in that area?
Sure. I think it's helping our district managers become executive district managers, helping them create, we call double districts, and we got that from Linda Parker, who's a genius.
Yeah, of course.
Helping them create other people that are successful below them, because when they have a successful team and they're helping other people, then they're more likely to stay and be happy and see the growth in their business.
That's right. Excellent. So Mindy, when you're working with your new districts, that's a focus that you spend a lot of time then them reaching out to people that they know to bring them along with them to district. What is it that you say to them to inspire that?
I find one of the most important things that we ask right away is to find out what their goal is, because every new consultant has different goal. And some people, they want to move quickly, and some people, we want to say they walk. They want to move slower, but finding out what their goal is going to help us know how to train them, how to get there. And so I feel that that's totally important.
That's good. So you kind of take them at their own pace,
right? Right.
And balance is everything in this business. As we close up here then, Tracy, let's start with you. What if you could offer any words of wisdom about what you've learned on your Arbonne journey? What would your words of wisdom be?
I think the first thing everybody has to do is to do the program themselves.
Okay.
Walk through it. See how you feel. Even post about it on Facebook that you're doing the program. Show them your shakes, show them your fizz, show them your recipes. Walk through the program. Get some friends to join with you so they're doing it at the same time.
Okay.
And then once you've done the program and once you have results, you can't help but share it.
Very nice. Excellent. Same question to you, Mindy.
I feel like I have something amazing to share with as many people who want to try it as possible. And sometimes people ask me, like, who do you share Arbonne with? And I think to myself, who do I not share Arbonne with? I want everybody to experience this. It makes me feel amazing, and I know it'll make them feel amazing too.
That's terrific. Thank you for allowing us to come into your home and to shoot this video for everybody to learn from. And our hope is that everybody experiences the success that your success line has had. So congratulations on that. And thank you all for being with us today and sharing and listening to all what these wonderful women had to say. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.